simple path, really. And yet it's come to mean so much more. Roads transport us to magical places. And even though they give us headaches, we still love them. And we still honor them as so much more than simple paths. Perhaps the real reason roads are special is that every road leads us to some place we're not, but could be. At Chevrolet, roads are springboards, our dangling carrots, challenging, taunting us, lifting us to create better, more exciting, more ingenious ways to move through life. Roads drive us to places we've never been before. And we'll never stop seeking out new ones.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senior Vice President, Global Product Development, Mary Barra.
Good morning. We are happy that you're with us here today. What a great start for the auto show for General Motors. Congratulations to the Cadillac ATS team for being named North American Car of the Year. I personally am so proud of that team, the men and women that worked so hard to put that car on the market. And thanks so much for the voting journalists who recognized the excellent work that was done on this car. And now we're here to talk about Chevrolet, which, in case you haven't noticed, is on a roll, both here in North America and around the world. I know you're anxious to see the new Corvette, and we'll show it to you shortly, but first it's important to understand where Chevrolet is headed. While Chevrolet continues to be a truly American brand, its global scope and scale grows every day. Chevrolets are now sold in 140 countries, with more than 60% of current sales coming from outside the United States. We have several of our newest global Chevrolets on display here today. You'll find the Chevrolet Onyx, the Orlando, the Spin, Sail, and Trax, all on the upper level. They represent the types of Chevrolets attracting new customers to our showrooms everywhere. This global presence helped Chevrolet post record sales in 2011 and again in 2012. And I'm happy to announce that Chevrolet had its best sales ever last year, with nearly 5 million cars and trucks sold worldwide. That means a Chevrolet was sold somewhere in the world every 6.4 seconds. In fact, Chevrolet is now the fastest growing major automotive brand in the world. And as we continue to feed that growth by expanding Chevrolet's global operations, we're also aligning those operations behind a single vision: find new roads. The new vision statement embraces the spirit of ingenuity embedded in Chevrolet's essence since its very beginning, and it will continue to guide every aspect of our business moving forward. For the first time ever, our Chevrolet designers, engineers, and retail personnel will be aligned under a single vision, no matter where they work or live. It's a vision that empowers them to find smarter solutions to address customer needs. And Find New Roads will also be used in Chevrolet advertising around the world, starting in the US this quarter. With over 20 new Chevrolets launching globally this year, the timing couldn't have been better. Several of those vehicles will go on sale here in the United States, including the Spark EV, which will hit showrooms later this summer. Last month, we also unveiled the all-new Chevrolet Silverado. From hood to hitch, the Silverado will be the best engineered pickup in the market. Every detail was designed and engineered to meet some of the most demanding customers in the business, full-size truck customers. Among the many features are a new trio of powerful, efficient EcoTech 3 engines, a stronger, quieter, more comfortable cab, improved steering, suspension, and brakes, and the towing and hauling capability you'd expect. But the most anticipated new introduction this year has to be the Chevrolet Corvette. First introduced 60 years ago, almost to the day, the Corvette was a uniquely American take on European sports cars. It soon became an icon for auto enthusiasts everywhere, and that enthusiasm continues today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to introduce for the first time 7 generations of Corvette, including the 2014 Corvette Stingray. Very few Corvettes have earned the right to carry the Stingray name. They need a perfect balance of design, technology, and performance to be worthy of that honor. The 2014 Corvette achieves that balance and goes even further to redefine modern performance. To tell you what we mean by that, please welcome my friend and colleague, Mark Royce, the president of GM North America and one of the biggest fans I know.
Thank you, Mary. And believe it or not, the new Stingray is more all new than the very first Corvette. Even the 53 Corvette borrowed parts from other car programs. The only place we borrowed for this car was the AMOS Corvette racing program. From brakes to carbon fiber to cooling techniques, the technology transfer from racing has never been stronger than in the new Stingray. The exterior design features race-proven aerodynamics that improves high-speed stability, and its dramatic appearance is just an indication of how different the driving experience is in the new Corvette. An all-new aluminum frame and other lightweight materials help achieve a perfect 50-50 weight balance in a world-class power-to-weight ratio. With an estimated 450 horsepower and 450 foot-pounds of torque, the all-new LT1 engine launches the car from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. That's the most power and the fastest acceleration ever for a standard Corvette. And we expect it to be the most fuel-efficient Corvette we've ever built as well. New driver-oriented technologies will help seasoned drivers improve their track times and make good drivers feel like a pro. I'm talking about features like active rev matching, a patented system that anticipates what gear you're headed to and adjusts the engine RPMs up or down for a clean, precise shift every time. Think about it this way: when you drive and heel toe a car, you put the back part of your heel on the accelerator pedal, you put the toe of it on a brake, and you push the clutch in to downshift and blip the throttle to match the revs to keep the car stable. This car helps anticipate that and does it for you. It's an amazing feature for the car. We drove it down in Bowling Green and it's just fantastic. There's also the 5-mode drive selector that tailors 12 different vehicle attributes to suit your immediate driving situation. Perfect driving in bad weather, on a track, or anything in between. It actually tailors the car to the driving situation. It even adjusts exhaust note to your personal taste. This car adjusts to your needs. This Corvette is truly a technological tour de force. Plus, the interior is completely transformed with state-of-the-art technologies and world-class craftsmanship. And of course, it will be built at our dedicated plant in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which has been completely retooled to build this new car. And we're pleased to have the Governor of Kentucky with us here today, the Honorable Steve Beshear. And I'd also like to recognize Senator Debbie Stabenow of Michigan, who is here with her today as well. Thank you both for being here. I see you both right there. We're building the new ATS Car of the Year here in Lansing, and we're building the new world-class Corvette in Kentucky. So I appreciate all the support and having you here to share the excitement. I could talk about this new Corvette for hours, but I really want you to spend some time with it up here. So let's bring Mary back up here. And I'd like to ask 2 others to join us as well, Mr. Ed Welburn, our Vice President of Global Design, and Tads Jechter, the Executive Chief Engineer for the new Corvette. 2 people that were intimately involved with the development of our new Stingray. Thank you for being here today. Now come take a closer look at the new Corvette Stingray. Thank you.
moment for all of you.
You know, it actually is. It's a proud moment, I think, for all employees of General Motors and all of our dealers as well. I think we're all standing a bit taller today. This is a very significant car, and it's such an iconic. It means so much, not just for everyone who loves Corvettes, but everyone in Chevrolet.
And for it to be the Stingray as well, I mean, doesn't that point to the significance? Because, that just isn't something that's tossed about.
Well, that's absolutely, you're absolutely right. There've been a lot of great Corvettes, but only a few had the name Stingray attached. Some very special Stingray right here. But, we could see as the car was developing, it's starting to really take shape, its form, its whole design, inside and out, that the name Stingray would be very appropriate.